Hey guys, Fantastic Mr. S here again, and you're watching Dangerously Rockin' Views! Today I'm going to review the Rush classic, 2112. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, for those of you who know what I'm talking about. Is he going to review the song or the album? Well, to answer your question, I'm actually going to do both, because I think they go hand in hand. Just keep watching and I'll explain. 2112 was by no means the band's first foray into making long and progressive pieces, but it has been considered by many fans one of the greatest albums that Rush have ever made. In fact, this was the album that not only saved the band from breaking up, but has also opened new doors for generations of bands to follow, especially progressive metal bands. And how could it not have? You got a band of great players like bass player and singer Geddy Lee, guitarist Alex Lifeson, and undoubtedly the most talented member of the group, Neil Peart. And considering that he's one of the greatest drummers of all time, that's saying a lot. And this album definitely showcases the band at their best. Well, their song does at least. Let's talk about the song first. So the song is basically a dystopian future story where an alliance of planets are being governed by what's called the Solar Federation, where everyone's become slaves to technology and individuality and creativity has been left out of the equation, and the old ways are being wiped out. Hey, kinda like what's happening now. Then one day, the story's protagonist finds something which could change all of that. A guitar.
I can't wait to share this new wonder. The people will all see its light. Let them all make their own music. The priest praise my name on this.
So then he goes up to the priests of the temples of Syrinx to present his new instrument. But the priests reject the instrument because I know this kind of story has been done a few times before, like in The Giver, 1984, and Anthem, which Neil Peart drew inspiration from, and he credited Anne Rand for the inspiration. But I'm a sucker for dystopian stories, especially this one, seeing as it hasn't really been done in musical form before. You see, I too once thought I was living in a perfect world, and that all those who had come before me knew exactly what they were doing. But by the time I hit my late teens, I started to question what I was being exposed to. In fact, I was becoming horrified that my peers were selling out to these modern day trends and giving in to technology. But I'll tell you one thing, I will never become a slave to technology. Never! It's fascinating because it's like Rush traveled forward in time and then traveled back to the 70s to address that problem before it happened. Speaking of fascination, I like how the song is not only 20 minutes long, but also divided up into 7 parts to correspond with the story. Of course, other prog rock bands like Yes and King Crimson have done these kind of song suites before, but the way Rush handled the suite was totally different and unexpected. A, because of the hard rock sound from their earlier albums, and B, because they were tackling this dystopian future concept. Now that we got the song out of the way, let's talk about the album now. Remember earlier when I said that the song 2112 and the album 2112 go hand in hand? Well, there's a reason I said that. It's because 2112, the song, pretty much constitutes half the album. And it's by far the best and most memorable track on it. The other songs on there were good, but not great. I don't remember how many of them went. Yeah, except for Passage to Bangkok, but I barely even remember that song. Then again, this was just my first listen of the album. I suppose if I keep listening to it, or even some of the other songs on their own, maybe I'll like them more. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
So, yeah, I'm glad I listened to 2112 in its entirety. And if you haven't already, I strongly suggest you do so now, mainly for the song. It's got a fantastic sound, stellar performances from the group, and most importantly, a strong theme under the surface.
I'm gonna give both the song and the album a win. Win! I'm the fantastic Mr. S, and you're watching Dangerous